I wonder what those old machines were for. Good morning. I wanted to start 5 minutes ago because the sun was promising to come out through a crack in the cloud, but it was quickly swallowed up. So we'll just walk along here for our sunrise stroll and chat. I wonder how the readings speak to your heart today. We hear the word, the miscarriage of justice. And justice isn't born. Many times the person delivering a decision, making the decision, deciding, that affects a lot of other people or even just one other person, doesn't realize, isn't aware of the injustice. And that's because of our limited scoping out the implications of any given decision. And yet the pain of the injustice can be deeply felt, but obviously it becomes more hateful when it's done intentionally to wrong somebody. And so the great responsibility that falls on all of us when we make decisions, because all of our decisions at the end of the day eventually end up affecting other people. It's just the nature of our social connection, our connectedness, our connectivity. We're connected with other people. And there's really nothing, there's no alternative. We decide to do things, to use things, to fill a space, to take a space, to offer, to help. And that basic justice that's giving to each one their due portion, the fairness, the propriety, what they're owed. And the words are strong in the Book of Wisdom to those who exercise responsibility and leadership and power over people. They're strong words, but how then to make them happen, to make them real, to turn them into a reality? Because also it's possible to see things that are wrong, situations that are wrong, that are unjust, but it's not so easy to straighten out the situation. It would be easier to go down here if I had my sticks. I don't have my sticks. So let's do this carefully. Good, there we are. Hope nobody tripped there. It's easy for us to become angry at major injustices, and it's understandable, but it doesn't always fix the problem. Maybe we can cause a lot of unrest in our home when we cry out injustice, but it doesn't contribute to a solution. Hearken you who are in power over the multitude, and lord it over throngs of people, because authority was given you by the Lord, and you'll be answerable for that authority, how you exercise it. And this applies to those who speak. We have the gift of words, and the way we use the words are also a gift and a responsibility. And things that we use and how we use them. And the preparation of a society starts in the home with the children, with the example they see from their parents. There we have a great calling in education. Oh, there comes the sun right through the clouds now. Because though you were ministers of God's kingdom, and that applies to the whole of reality because it's all God's, but it applies in a special way also inside the church. It applies in the highest level as in the classroom and in the family. The great impact our parents had on us, and those who are parenting now, the great impact they're having on their children. That's nice. All these sets have big green ones on the periphery, and inside in the heart they have one of these more ornate ones of different colors, reddish color. Maybe one of the concrete actions we can do now is just in our heart to say a prayer for all those who are exercising authority, for those who are doing it unjustly, for those who are doing it under great burdens and pressure, and are called to make great sacrifice to assume authority and do that service, because authority is also a service, the service of authority. Because society needs leadership, needs decision makers. Needs great teachers, and that started in the home. To judge aright, the psalm asks us today, ask the Lord, rise up, O God, and bring judgment to the earth, to judge aright. And that's what one guy out of 10 does in the story of the 10 lepers. He judges aright. And so he comes back to say thank you. Thank you is a word also of justice, of it's appropriate, it's right to say thank you, because somebody has given me a service, and even if I pay for the service, the thank you word is still very important, because my person is recognizing this other person who did a deed for me, was a servant to me and served me. And that happens in so many ways, in the streets, in the shops, in all the different service sectors, the bus driver. The people we don't see that are serving the possibility for this communication right now, that are monitoring the satellites for the communication, the people who develop the software, hours and hours and hours in the back room watching a screen, making it work, testing it. The people who lay down these boards for the times when the soil, the earth is wet. Thank you, thank you. The great prayer of our lives, the great word of our lives, the great bonding of our lives is to thank you. And I thank you all for being part of the Sunrise Stroll and Chat, for your encouragement, for your sharing. For your responses, for your encouragement of each other. I think we'll just get a little closer to these constructions of, these are between bushes and trees. I don't know what you'd call them. You can't really call them trees that have grown along here, and they're all dried and dead. Like two. Look at this here. Somebody built these. Maybe children. God bless you. A nice view of our bell here. Almost the whole thing, right? It's zoomed completely there, so I have to go back a little bit more to catch it. People, God bless you. See you later, alligators. Thank you. Let's pray for each other. From the teepees to the skyscrapers, that we all make space and treat each other justly in this world.